Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are back for some more Madden simulations. We're here on Sunday Night Football. It's the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game probably the most important one of the entire week, in my opinion. Ravens can do a lot of messing about, and of course the Steelers trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I doubt it happens, but hey, who knows? We'll see here first as the Steelers emerge from the locker room. We are getting set and ready for kickoff as I get things set up on my end. Welcome everybody back. Hasn't been that big of a break. So we'll see what I can get done here. We'll see what these two teams can get done here. And let's go. Let me get my thumbnail and my video tags in place, and we will kick off right now. The most important parts of the video. That's how we get new people up in the chat. Good work all around as we save that. Ready for kickoff. Here we go. One of two games that I'm going to be simming for this week. Here in about a couple hours, probably. I'm going to end up simming Buffalo at Cincinnati. Another excellent game this week. Not as much implications there, but still. Could determine the 1 seed. Who knows? So we will see what happens. Anyways, let us go. Mike Tomlin's ready. Try to prevent his first losing season in his career. Will he do it? Who knows? We will see next, I suppose. Because a loss will seal the deal for a losing season. A win will keep their chances alive, and they will march to Cleveland next week with an idea of trying to make the playoffs still. As the kickoff back to the Steelers, they will start with the football. And a kneel down in the end zone. Here we go. Kenny Pickett taking the field. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, he has been a shaky quarterback to say the least, but it has not been awful. So welcome everybody to chat. Let me know how my mic sounds, by the way. I've been using a new mic the last few streams. Different from the one I usually use, and obviously face cam. That's a lot different, so we'll see how this goes. Anyways, we're ready for football. The first play from scrimmage. Kenny Pickett faking the handoff to Najee Harris. Going play action. Off the jump. Left side he goes. It is caught. Dragging the toes. Inbounds for a gain of 16 yards. It is Deontay Johnson. And I really hope Madden updated this past the trade deadline, because if Chase Claypool is still a Pittsburgh Steeler, there's really an issue. Mike sounds good. Appreciate him, man. And off the jump, we're going to get challenged, and I think the Ravens are going to win this. I don't even know if he had 1 foot down. We're just going to skip it. And it is overturned. Ravens win their challenge. 4 seconds into the game. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's interesting. Very interesting indeed. But here we go. We'll try again from the same spot. Pickett under center. Stacked offensive line to the left side this time. Najee Harris looking like Derrick Henry in the backfield. If only he was half as talented as him. As this time he'll get the handoff going left side. He breaks 1 tackle, but not the second brigade. Only a gain of 2. And you know what I keep forgetting to do is polls. Who's going to win this game? Forgot I used to do that. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, though. You guys let me know, which game are you most excited for this week? As Kenny Pickett on 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz. Pickett throwing off his back foot across the middle. He's got a man. It's Freiermuth to midfield. Big gainer from Kenny Pickett. Throwing accurately off his back foot. And the Steelers have a gain of 24. Moving the sticks and moving into Baltimore Raven territory. We will see what they can do from there. Of course, the Ravens on quite the skid. See if that continues. Did pick up a win in Atlanta as another pass to Freiermuth and another first down past the 35. A gain of 16. Panthers Bucks should be a pretty good game. Also very important. I would agree with that statement. As Tyler Huntley awaiting his first drive. Fun fact, after his start this week against Pittsburgh, he will have started as many games against the Steelers as Lamar Jackson has. That is a pretty wild stat. Here comes pressure up the middle. And Pickett goes down. It's Tyus Bowser Loss of 7. Pickett never had a shot. His offensive line did him dirty. But we move and we march. And the Steelers trying to recover. This would be a 57-yarder from here for Boswell, but they still got 2 downs to get a first down as Pickett is going to fire deep right side. The pass incomplete. Looking for his man George Pickens over there. And that brings up 3rd and 17. Maybe smart to design a screenplay or a run for about 5 or 10 yards here. Get closer to a good field goal for Chris Boswell. So 3rd and 17 it is from the Raven 40. The second 3rd down this drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett once again being blitzed. It was picked up though as Pickett rolls right, feeling pressure. Just had to get rid of it and wisely does. And that'll bring up 4th and 17. So let's see what happens here. Will they punt? Will they kick? And how badly will Boswell miss this field goal? Looks like they're kicking. And they absolutely are. From the Baltimore Raven logo, Justin Tucker's second home. The 57-yard attempt is up on its way, and it is wide left, no good. At least they missed it wide and not short. I will give Madden that. And it also hit the net. I'm not too disappointed with that. Could have been worse. Could be honest, it could have been worse. As it does go through the wall. And the NPCs don't react in typical Madden fashion. But hey, here comes Tyler Huntley. We'll see what he's cooking. 2 of the worst offensive coordinators going head-to-head in the NFL, Greg Roman and Matt Canada, the battle of the mid. This game might be 6-3 in real life. Madden will probably score more than this. As the handoff here to Dobbins, he tries to cut back up in the middle, unsuccessful. Just again to be out on the play, looked like Devin Bush on the tackle. So that brings up 2nd and 9. Ravens looking to strike first on Sunday night. 2 AFC North teams already clinched, the Ravens and the Bengals. 1 AFC North team eliminated, my Cleveland Browns, and the Steelers. Trying to make it 3 AFC North playoff teams. It's Huntley going right side, deep right side. He's got a man. And it looks like it might be Devin Duvernay. Can't quite tell for sure. And it is not. It's Demarcus Robinson, the former Chief and Raider. Big gainer inside the 35. And already 2 plays. And the Ravens doing a lot better than those Steelers did. And even with Huntley at quarterback, the box formation still working out here for the Ravens. Man in motion, little touch pass is received. Jet sweep to the left side, breaking a tackle, but not multiple. So a gain of 6 on the play. Huntley going to give credit with that completion. James Prochet on the jet sweep. So here is Huntley. Tyler Huntley. Roll the gun. In motion. Takes a read option. Left side. He's hit hard and he fumbles the football. And this excellent Pittsburgh defense has got another turnover to their name. Alex Highsmith on the recovery. As Tyler Huntley careless with the football. And the Steelers will take over. There's like a big hit up the middle. Can't quite tell who that is. Maybe Devin Bush. That's what I want to say. But nonetheless, Pittsburgh gets the ball back. First turnover of the game going to the Ravens. And now, in the gun, Kenny Pickett. Back to pass. Looking for a screen to the right side. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20-yard line. And back-to-back turnovers. Marcus Peters taking this one inside the red zone. Getting off his block. Reading the play extremely well. What a play from Marcus Peters. And the Ravens take over at the Pittsburgh 13. Tyler Huntley got a second chance to correct his mistake. So back-to-back turnovers between these 2 teams. Feisty defenses. We told you about how bad their offensive play calling would be. And it is looking true here. Another read option. Up the middle at a loss of 3 yards. Tyler Huntley going backwards. That was definitely not in Greg Roman's playbook, but here we are. I've also never seen that. I was actually kind of impressed. Not going to lie. A, I didn't know it was part of the game, and B, that's a realistic play, and that was a good play. So, I'm not disappointed. Madden surprising me a little bit. As Huntley will hand off up the middle. J.K. Dobbins looking to fight off tackles, but unfortunately, there's a couple big men up the middle that are not going to allow that. Cam Hayward, one of them. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in on New Year's Eve. Hopefully you have a safe and happy celebration tonight and tomorrow. Go Buckeyes tonight. Hopefully they beat Georgia. That'd be nice. Although, really, wouldn't make too big of a difference in my life if they didn't. As Hundley rolling right. Here comes TJ Watt with a 13-yard sack. And that brings up 4th and 24. That's a big loss. But unfortunately, that is still well within Justin Tucker's range. It's going to take quite a bit to push him out of there. One of the final plays of quarter number 1. Justin Tucker from 45 yards away. He is Mr. Automatic. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Ravens take a 3-0 lead. It's funny to see Lamar on the hold there. That's incredible. So Kenny Pickett talking for his comical excuse for an offensive coordinator about that interception. I'm sure he spoke nothing about football relating to it. Probably told him next time he's going to run a jet sweep, but we will see what happens. On this next Pittsburgh Steelers drive, they need a win to stay alive in the playoff race. Let's see what happens. That's the kick from Justin Tucker. It is back in the end zone again. Another knee taken. Good kick from Tucker. So Kenny Pickett back onto the field for the 3rd Pittsburgh Steelers drive of the afternoon. Oh, my Super Bowl prediction. Good question. I have the Bills and the Niners. That was my preseason prediction, and it's looking pretty good right now. I can't lie. As Pickett under center. Faking the handoff to Harris. Once again going play action. Rolling right. Throwing right. It is caught on the run, but then immediately pulled back by Marlon Humphrey. Deontay Johnson still with a first down catch. If you're a Ravens fan, you got nothing to lose. It's going to be a pretty fun game to watch, to be honest. It would be entertaining to say the least. And that'll bring us to the end of one. It is 3 to the home team Ravens and nothing to the away team Steelers. Huge AFC North battle. These two teams, so much history between them. The two dominant teams in this division. As Harris gets smothered after a gain of 2 yards. But of course, the Ravens have been dominant since they entered the league. And, you know, the Steelers with 6 rings. It's pretty hard to compete with these two teams, but it would be impressive to compete nonetheless. 2nd and 8 now. Kenny Pickett. They're going to make something happen. Looking for this first touchdown of the day. Pickett rolling right, throwing right. Caught by Harris. Trying to take the edge, and he does for a first down outside. Out of bounds, rather. Inside of the 44. Big gainer from Najee Harris. Pressure coming straight off the edge from Patrick Queen, but it was not fast enough. Kenny Pickett a little bit too fast. The Pittsburgh native. As Pickett dropping it back. Here comes pressure. Picked up well. Thrown left side. It's caught. And it looks like near a first down. It'll be considered 2nd and inches. Oh, that's quite a nuisance, actually, that my face cam's blocking that. I do apologize. That's just the way it is. I could move it to the middle of the screen, but I think you guys would rather see the game. That's quite alright. I can make it smaller, too, if I have to. As Kenny Pickett will take a shotgun snap, throw it across the middle. He's got him at inside that 25 and a big hit down to the 21-yard line. I'm actually going to fix this right now. Trying to make it smaller for you guys. Maybe I can't do that here. Alright, give me a second. It's going to pull up a blank screen for just a moment. I just want to fix this for you guys because it would be quite annoying if we didn't. Okay, there we go. Small. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to work, though. I might have to turn my face cam off and back on. No, it fixed. There we go. That way you guys can see what down and distance to go. And it's not that big of a nuisance. So, now, coming up on the red zone, the Steelers looking to strike back. And either tie or take the lead. Hand off Harris up the middle as he is tripped down at the 20. This Ravens rush defense is doing well. Gain of half a yard, give or take, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ian, what's good, man? It's been a while. How you been? Good to see you back in the chat. Kenny Pickett under center from the 20-yard line on the cusp of the red zone, just outside of the 20. As Pickett with a man in motion. Pickett, they hand off to Harris. Now going to roll left side. Will he take it and run? Yes, he will. Running into a Raven defender. Only a gain of a yard or 2. As Justin Houston. Yeah, mostly my fault that it's been a while, but it is what it is. We're back now, and that's all that matters. Doing some important games when it comes down to the playoff wire. As 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. A touchdown here would really be big for them. Baltimore getting the ball to start half number 2. 3-man rush for the Ravens here. Pickett has all the time. As a result, he will step up in the pocket. Going to fire left side. He's got a man. It's caught Freiermuth, and he's into the end zone for 6. Big play from Kenny Pickett. Him and Freiermuth have been connecting all night. And it continues on their 3rd drive. And the Steelers take a 6-3 lead pending the extra point. Wow, big play. Big plays. All right. I'm going to sit up a little bit. The extra point from Boswell, who missed a 57-yarder wide left earlier this time. The extra point's up and through, and the Ravens now trail by 4. That was quite a nice play. I'm hoping the more I stream, the more viewers I bring back. It's kind of the idea, though. This stream's doing a little bit more poorly than the last one, which is kind of understandable. That was like a homecoming stream type thing, so. But yeah, quite a nice touchdown. So here come the Ravens. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit quiet or not talking as much. I'm a little bit sick, but bear with me. As Boswell will kick it to the Baltimore Ravens. The first return of the day, and this one is pitiful. Only to the 15. So will Tyler Huntley guide the Ravens to victory or not?
Let's go now. Let's go.
Would you add more time if you didn't have to wait for a 10-second play? Oh yeah, absolutely. If I could just skip like next play, 100% I would do that. I'd make like 8 to 9 minute quarters. Because realistically, 8 to 9 minute quarters would like. There'd be more action, but it would still be just as much time. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely do that. As that carry goes nowhere. Put on a quick presentation. Yeah, but it's not as good, though. It's like, you can't really see what's going on. It's not as fun. Not as enjoyable. As Dobbins, another carry is once again swallowed up. Cam Hayward was there. And he'll get credit with the tackle. Also, I don't know if you guys like that you can see comments on the screen or not, but I think it's pretty cool. If you got a face cam, you can see comments too. Type thing, I think. That's how that works. I enjoy it. I like seeing you guys' comments. Wait. As Tyler Huntley on 3rd and 12 looking for a big gain of the final play before the 2-minute warning. He will roll right side and he will tuck it and run sliding down as TJ Watt was staring him down. And then to bring up 4th down. Yeah. I know. I might have to put this in franchise then. Who knows? See if that's even possible. That's the kick here from Jordan Stout, or what used to be. I'm not even sure who the Ravens punter is anymore. A wonderful punt. Pinning the Steeler return man onto the sideline, giving him no options. So here comes Kenny Pickett again. What a great last drive. 5 for 5, 72 yards. After a disappointing interception, he bounced back and did it in a pretty impressive manner. Yeah, appreciate you guys in the last stream. It hasn't even been a week and it's already got 100 views, which is really impressive. We're just now coming back. And also, usually when you leave a YouTube channel, you lose subscribers. I can't even talk anymore. When you leave a YouTube channel, you usually lose subscribers, but I somehow gained a couple. So, also appreciate that. As Pickett throwing left side, it's caught by Johnson in midfield. The Steelers are rolling right now. They're looking pretty good. Looking like a playoff team. Yeah, I guess in Twitch, sure. Minute and a half or less to go. First and 10. Kenny Pickett by himself in the backfield. As he will step up now. Gonna roll to his left side, feeling the pressure. Barely got it away. A wobbler downfield is bounced in the air. Looks like it went off the shoes of Johnson. And it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Still 3 timeouts from midfield. A minute 17 remaining in half number 1. Steelers looking to add to their lead. Even a field goal would be nice. That's Pickett. Gonna fire right side. It is hauled in around the 48-yard line. Yards after catch will help to the 43, making it 3rd and short. I know, it's pretty cool. I would love to put my Twitch link in the chat, but I don't know why YouTube just doesn't like links to other websites for whatever reason. As the Steelers will talk it over. Big 3rd down coming up for Tomlin's crew on the offensive end. Matt Canada seems to have woken up, apparently. Don't understand how or why, but it has happened. Third and 3. Pickett and the Steelers looking to continue this drive down the field. Pickett firing across the middle. It is caught by George Pickens. CCU Gamer Boy, what's up, man? Doing well. I know it's been a while. Mostly my fault, but it's good to see you back. Good to see you back. I think the Cowboys will be okay for a game at least. I don't know though, they can never seem to win a game in the playoffs anymore. It's interesting. As Pickett gonna fire across the middle, it is hauled in inside the 10. Deontay Johnson. It's one of you two have emojis. They've had them for a while. They're pretty bland and boring, but that's why I prefer Twitch. It's more rewarding to actually watch games on Twitch. You know, the whole channel points, you can redeem stuff, the subs, the bits, the, you know, all that good stuff. It's a lot more enjoyable as a viewer, in my opinion. As Pickett going end zone, a little fade route, a little too high for Najee Harris. Due with depression and mental health issues, yeah. I understand that, 100%. Every night starting to feel like a Sunday night. It's the way it is. But, hey, hopefully TCU gets the W tonight. I'm a Buckeye fan, so Michigan's downfall will be preyed upon, hopefully. Steelers on 2nd and goal now. Pickett going end zone again. It is dropped. Broke it up by Humphrey. But yeah, hopefully you stay strong. Mental health and all that is not easy to deal with, but it is what it is. It's all about your mentality, how you react to it. 3rd and goal now. Pickett alone in the backfield will step up and just get rid of it. 28% chance of beating Michigan. Yeah, well, Ohio State got killed by them. They're a tough team. They're beatable. They are beatable. Happy for Jalen the Vols. Yeah, that was a good win yesterday. Although Clemson's kicker looked like Cade York out there. As this 27-yard chip shot is up and good from Boswell. So the Steelers looking like they're going to take a touchdown lead into the halftime break. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm not a huge Ohio State fan. Like, obviously, that's my first team. I'm more of a OSU basketball fan than football, but it is what it is. What's up, man? Eric, welcome back. The Raiders are still alive. I know, that kind of pissed me off personally because the Browns and the Raiders have the same record, but I understand how it works. It all comes down to tiebreakers, and obviously the Browns were just awful in the AFC this year, so that's understandable. Bush22, what's up? Everybody coming in now. Good to see you guys here. Catching up right about at halftime. Matt Canada actually put together a decent drive. Each team's turned the ball over one time. And that's where we stand so far as the return here. We'll leave Tyler Huntley with 9 seconds left. If you guys are in stream now, stay tuned for about, I don't know, a little bit after the next one. We're going to have Bills-Bengals Monday Night Football. Doge and Ty, welcome back. Look at everybody. You are here in time. That is very exciting. Good to hear, as the Ravens will run one final play, take this into the break, down by a touchdown. They will start with the ball to begin half number 2. As a run up the middle, it's good for 70 yards from Gus Edwards, and we are at halftime. The Steelers lead 10-3. We will see what happens in half number 2. Pittsburgh trying to keep those playoff hopes alive, going into Week 18. Got to play back-to-back AFC North opponents. And the Ravens and the Browns. Of course, they get Cleveland at home, though. When are you streaming that game? Probably right after this one. Hopefully. Yo, Dojin Sai, thank you for the 199. Hope you have an awesome New Year's. You too, my friend. You too. You're going to go eat. All right, no problem. Good to see you back, though. Dojin Tai have been one of the most generous people in my chats. Really is appreciated, man. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a safe and happy New Year's. Hopefully these games tonight are entertaining if you're a neutral fan. Let's see what happens. As the kick here from Boswell will go back to the Baltimore Ravens. James Prochet, I believe, on the return from the goal line. Will take it up and absorb a big hit at the 20. On comes Tyler Huntley. I appreciate that, man. Pick all the friends of Discord, tell them to join up. I'll be back in 5. Sounds good, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully my idea, if you guys, because a lot of you guys weren't in here during the Monday night stream, Chargers Colts, I'm gonna try to stream a sim game for all the playoffs. So as soon as the wild cards are set, I'm gonna do a wild card game a day, and then as soon as the wild card's over and the divisional games are set, I'll do that, and we're just gonna sim every round. So I might make a video upload of like Madden Sims the playoffs, and instead of waiting for the rounds to finish, I'll just do the entire thing, and I'll just trim it down to the highlights and be like, you know, what's that one guy that used to do that on 2K? I used to watch those videos all the time. They're mad entertaining. That's Tyler Huntley and the Ravens on 2nd and 7 to the right side. 8A is caught. Looks like Isaiah Likely, a rookie tight end. Yeah, hoping for an entertaining playoffs this year. It should be good. I mean, the AFC is going to be a movie, because either the Bills, Chiefs, or Bengals, two of those teams are going to have to play each other in the divisional, which is going to be an excellent matchup. It'll be interesting to see not only who gets the 1 seed, but what other teams end up wild card teams, because I think one of those teams where I could upset in the wild card is Huntley with all the time in the world. Now just feeling pressure. He lost the football, and it's picked up by Dobbins, who is going to try to get back as much yardage as possible, but it's not quite going to work out. A loss of 9. Packers-Vikings Madden game last night. Low score 7-3 at halftime, then 9-7 going to the fourth quarter. Finals Packers for the upset 12-10. Wow. Halftime Productions, that's who it was. B8 Good, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome back. Good to see all you guys in chat. Thank you all for sticking around. I know I kind of abandoned my entire community for like months, but I have excuses, none of which are good, but they're there, so. No touchdowns for the Packers, that's pretty wild. Handoff here to Dobbins, who's got a lot of space, but the Steelers are going to offer that when it's 2nd and 19, now 3rd and 18. But yeah, I had quite the community brewing, and I just kind of got rid of all of it. I don't know why. It had been my dream as a child to actually monetize the YouTube channel. I did it. I was on a good run for about a month, and all of a sudden I just kind of fell off. Got really busy, but no excuse anymore. I appreciate it, man. That's good looks. As Huntley on 3rd and 18. Feeling pressure again, and he's going to go down. Fumbling the ball. It is picked up once again. And how about this? 4th and 36. That's the result of 2 huge sacks. Tyler Huntley has got to take better care of the football if the Ravens want to win this game, but it's looking like Pittsburgh might be brewing for the upset. It'd be impressive as Stout from his own end zone will step up, kick it away from the goal line. See where this punt ends up. Fair catch called for at the 47, and Pickett and company have great starting field position. But yeah, I'm hoping next season, as soon as the schedules get announced for next season, I'm going to start. Like, the day that it happens, we'll do the Thursday night for the season opener. We'll do all that good stuff. You guys let me know what we should do during the off season as well. Like, after the Super Bowl and before everything else. The Texans, the London Black Knights, it's kind of gas. I think London would be cool to have a football team, but it'd be very difficult for that to happen. It's a loss of 2 on the play for Najee Harris. Calais Campbell coming up the middle and wreaking havoc. But yeah, I'm very thankful for a community that I can actually talk to. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself the entire time, because That is exactly how it felt on Twitch all the time. That's exactly how this felt for the first 3 weeks I did it. It was very hard to come by getting viewers, but here we are. You guys make quite a good impression. I appreciate you all. As Pickett, gonna roll left side. He's feeling pressure, and he is also sacked. Justin Houston getting the sack on that play, and it is pretty much what we expected. Battle of the mid offensively. 5 combined sacks, 2 combined turnovers. It's been ugly offensively, but hey, the Steelers, they want to play that defensive game. They're okay with that, especially with a lead right now. They have no issue with that. But it is 3rd and 22, and they like to get a first down. It's going to take quite a bit of work, though, as Pickett stepping way back to his own 25. Now going to step up, throwing deep left side. It is caught at midfield, but short of the line to gain. It looks like they will punt. Marcus Peters, another big play. He had that interception that set the Ravens up in the red zone earlier. Good catch there, but unfortunately, a gain of 15, not enough on 3rd and 22. Gonna watch TCU game, favorite college football team, the Ohio State game. I'll watch at your friend's house. W. That's why I love college football. They make their money on New Year's Eve. Everybody watches the games because everybody's together, and why not? And of course, I'm an Ohio State fan myself, so love watching my Buckeyes play. Although a bigger Browns fan than Buckeye fan. Still hope for the best, but if Georgia wins, I completely expect it, to be honest. As Huntley and the Baltimore Raven offense got to get something going here. Hand off to Dobbins, left side goes backwards. Eagles Saints game last night, it was a close game. 2014 Eagles over the Saints. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. About commentating old Madden games, yeah. See, I would love to do that. If we could just bring the mechanics of old Madden games into these Maddens, it'd be so much better. No, the Browns no longer have playoff hopes. They lost it last week. When they lost, if they did win last week, they would have held on to this week. But unfortunately, gave up 17 unanswered to the New Orleans Saints. As Huntley stepping up, will slide down after a gain of 2, and Mark Andrews injured on the play. That's a big loss for this Raven offense. Hopefully it's just a couple plays and he's back into the game. But still, that's a pretty significant loss. But no, the Browns were eliminated last week with the loss. Pretty disappointing season. Our coaching staff is to blame for majority of it. As the Steelers will bring a full house here, picked up for right now. Huntley going way down the left side. It is all the way out of bounds, incomplete. Only his 5th pass attempt of the game. And this is why Greg Roman's offense is awful. Speaking of the playoffs, the Panthers have a shot at the playoffs. They need to beat the Bucs and the Saints. These games are on the road, which I think is very possible. Tampa Bay is not a very strong team, and the Saints are also not a very strong team. I think either one of those games are winnable. As the punt here from Stout, we'll go back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their defense has been making stands left and right. Lowest scoring game he commentated on Madden. It was the Commanders and the Cowboys, I want to say week 5. It was 3-0. Commanders win. Favorite NFC team? I'd probably have to say the Lions, because we suffer together, realistically. When Tony Romo was the quarterback of the Cowboys, it was Dallas. But obviously, I don't really care if that team loses too much. But if the Lions do make the playoffs, I will be supporting them and the Jaguars throughout. Hopefully, they make some good impressions, because I want to see everybody win a Super Bowl. That'd be nice. And this throw right side is caught for a first down pass midfield. What about the highest score? That's a good question. I actually don't know that. Yeah, that field goal was scored in the last 2 minutes, probably. It wasn't really that bad of a game offensively. Just a lot of turnovers. Good plays by the defenses. Highest scoring game, though. I'm trying to think. I really don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it. We'll see what happens. As a throw left side, Pickett gets Deontay Johnson free to the 40, gain of 8.5. I'm going to go to my Discord actually and look at scores, because I have a feeling it was probably like Titans-Bills or something like that. Whatever week, I think it was week 2 Monday night. 48 combined points that game. You met Tony Romo? Dang, it must be nice. This probably left at halftime. Yeah, it was 0-0. What a boring game. As this is the end of the third quarter. And the Steelers still lead 10-3. 41-34. Wow. That would be entertaining. But of course, high scoring doesn't mean it's not entertaining. We've seen 2 Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys. Speaking of Hail Mary, down deep right side it is. Caught in the end zone. George Pickens right on cue. And the Steelers taking a 2-possession lead, going up 13 in the 4th quarter. What a dime from Kenny Pickett. That was well timed. But no, we've seen 2 Rodgers Hail Marys. We've seen a crazy ending to that Commanders-Bears game. That was beautiful football right there. As the extra point from Boswell's up and good. And it's Steelers fans in the chat looking like your playoff hopes are going to stay alive. It's exciting news. It'll come down to Week 18 against the Browns, unless, of course, they lose in real life, and that game won't matter. But from a Browns fan's perspective, I'm kind of hoping they win this week. I'd love to beat them and knock out their playoff hopes Week 18 at their own place, but Browns haven't won a game in Pittsburgh besides the playoff game in quite some time. Going to a Thunder game for your birthday, that's a W. That is good looks. I have not been to an NBA game in quite some time. I just went to a college basketball game on Thursday, though. It's in the Madden game. It was 09. 62-17. Wow, that's wild. But I believe it, though. Eddie Madden, where Gus Johnson's the commentator. It's a good Madden. Return here from the Ravens, whose offense is struggling. Their defense is starting to get weak. Good return, though, to the 29-yard line. Can they get started from here? Tyler Huntley coming back onto the field. Now, if you're a Ravens fan, this game really doesn't matter that much. You've already clinched a playoff spot. But in terms of seeding, it could kind of matter. As you've got a tough game against the Bengals next week, which, depending on if they win or lose against the Bills, they could be fighting for the 1 seed, so it's not likely that they're going to rest any starters. 1st and 10, 5:50 left in this one. Handoff, Dobbins up the middle, and he is met by Cam Hayward and company. And Dobbins 7 carries for -1 yards. It has not been kind to him today. That's what happens when you play this Pittsburgh defense. Never really is easy. Played a Madden game for a franchise, and the teams were even on All-Pro mode, and I beat the Seahawks 84-20 with 4-minute quarters. Wow. That is impressive. That's Tyler Huntley. Trying to do the same thing here, but of course, not even a touchdown to show for is likely on the catch. Just to gain a 4, and only Huntley's 6th throw. So 3rd and 7. Cam Sutton on the tackle. And this is a big 3rd down. This could almost seal the deal if the Steelers can get a stop on this drive. We will see what happens. I say that way too much. But realistically, we are going to see what happens here. It's 3rd and 7. As Huntley rolling right side. Going to throw deep right side. It is incomplete. What a breakup. Who's once seen the AFC and the NFC in this? So unfortunately, because I stopped way too early in these sims, nothing's going to matter in terms of, playoff spots in these sims, I suppose. But I will look at the standings when we left. The 1 seed was the Packers, and the 1 seed in the AFC was the Colts. Can you believe that? They had more wins on the sim 7 weeks in than they did IRL. Broncos won 63-41. Jeez. 4th and 7. The Ravens going for it. Off his back foot. It is caught but out of bounds. And that's the Greg Roman play calling at its finest. Steelers take over at the Baltimore 34. And it looks like the Steelers are going to pull off quite the upset here. And of course, I don't know. Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Baltimore's going to challenge it. What did that gain? Hello? That's a Madden moment. I need a Madden moment in the chat right now. It's been a while since we've had that. So by challenging the ruling on the field of that pass actually being incomplete, they moved the Steelers 3 yards closer to their own end zone. That's interesting. I got the Bills and the Niners in the Super Bowl. As a rush left side, Najee Harris is outpowered by Justin Houston. Crazy thing is, I was doing a Jets franchise record. It was 13-4, winning the Super Bowl against Tom Brady was a close one. Wow. Jets in the Super Bowl just seems crazy to me. That's the funniest challenge of all time, though. That's incredible. As to see the total yards in this game, Steelers have 200 more yards of offense, which is wild to me. And they're going to add to it here. Throw right side is caught. This is the best offense I've seen Matt Canada have all year. As Deontay Johnson with a gain of 4 yards. The clock continuing to drain and a field goal will probably seal the deal here. But of course, Boswell missed from 57. This one from 45 would be a little bit more kind to him. 3rd and 6, though. Field goal would be out of the question with a first down here, as Harris to the right side of Kenny Pickett will block here as Pickett looking for a slant route throw on left side. It is out of the reach of George Pickens, who could have ran in for a touchdown as well there. Instead, 4th and 6. Field goal here to seal this game off and solidify a Steeler upset, keeping the season alive. Do you live in Ohio? I do indeed. I live about an hour north of Columbus and an hour and a half south of Cleveland. Madden 13, 25, 15, 16 game logic. It's impossible to do anything. I agree. The kick is up and it is good, and that'll do it for the most part. The Steelers take a 3-possession lead late in this one. I enjoyed Madden 13 just maybe because of the nostalgia part. But I think Madden 13 began the downfall of Madden in my opinion. Was up and down the season, 11 picks and 4 pick sixes. Gave up 7 touchdowns, yeah. Hot and cold, looks like pretty much Trayvon Diggs' last season. From at Speed in Ohio, no. He's Cincinnati. Lose Super Bowl 3-0 because I couldn't get to the end zone. Could you imagine if that was a Super Bowl score in real life, though? That'd be the worst Super Bowl. It would finally solidify a Rams-Patriots Super Bowl not being the worst one. As that he'd take it in the end zone. For the Ravens. This game pretty much all wrapped up. Yeah, that'd be quite the awful Super Bowl. But I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, if it's bad offense, it'd be awful. But if it's good defense, then I might be all for it. Who knows? I don't really know where to put this mic. It's on an arm, but I feel like sometimes it's too high for the camera. Sometimes it's too low. I don't know. As Huntley, looking for something positive. He's going to dump it off underneath to his Demarcus Robinson. Packers win a Super Bowl 3-0, I'd be happy. Listen, man, if the Browns win a Super Bowl like 2-0, I'd be happy. It doesn't matter to me. This game only in Ohio, for real. For real. Biggest Packers fan at your school, yeah. That's good news. Throw across the middle is caught once again by Robinson to midfield. But yeah, I think I'm probably the biggest Browns fan at my school, too. I would be classified as, if you will, a Tier 1 meat writer. And I fully accept it. It is what it is. First Madden game I played. Shocked a lot of people. Madden 11 and 12 on the Wii. Yes, you heard that right. It was on the Wii. Well, my first Madden was Madden 12 on the Wii, so you're not alone. That is understandable. That's Huntley throwing right side. He's got J.K. Dobbins, a face mask coming up here. He'll add 15 yards for the Ravens. Yeah, I'm in that same boat. I just went back and played Madden 13, actually, with Jim Nance and Phil Simms on the call. It was, like, so interesting. School's your nightmare, yeah. Well, when the Browns went 0-16, I wasn't that big of a Browns fan then, but no. What drives me nuts is when, I think this is my biggest pet peeve in life, is when other people who have less football knowledge than you think that they know more about you because their team is better. That is the worst feeling of all time. I have a Cowboys fan at my school that is that exact way. He thinks that he knows more about the sport because his team is better. Like that, oh, I hate it so much. Thought I might have been one of the few. Biggest Chiefs fan at school, nice. But yeah, no, my first Madden was on the Wii. I used to play every night. On those awful controllers with my dad, the games will be crazy. I still vividly remember there were so many glitches in that game though. Was Huntley gonna go deep right side of the end zone? He's gonna overshoot his receiver. But there was one play in particular where I kicked an extra point to tie the game, and it was like accept to retake it or like decline to have it is good or something like that. And I think I declined it, and it didn't give me credit for the extra point, and I was down 1. I vividly remember that. It was so stupid. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, the monster football in Madden 13, though. Oh, the throwback to that. It's Huntley going deep right side again. Straight to the defense. Even overshooting the corner. And it'll be 4th and 5. Yeah, controllers were quite funky. I tried to go back and play. The graphics, like, we didn't notice them then, but they're just off. MVP IRL, probably Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion. A lot of people think it should be Burrow or it should be Hurts. I think Hurts has been well, but Mahomes is definitely more valuable to that team. I mean, Gardner Minshew almost beat the Cowboys, so they got more talent. Throw across the middle. It's caught by Robinson inside the red zone. And the Ravens back inside the 20. But yeah, my IRL MVP would probably be Mahomes. I think offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year are both going to be Jets players. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. But it's been quite a good season. As Huntley going to fire right side. He's got a man inside the 10, and it's Dobbins. He's got a first down to the 3. Packers beat the Cowboys. I freaked out. Yeah, that playoff game. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Well, which one, to be fair? So quite a few Packers-Cowboys playoff games that the Packers have won. Not that one? Yeah. I mean, the Packers have beaten the Cowboys so many times. 1 minute to go. Huntley throwing right side. It's caught by Dobbins. Loss of a yard. Oh, this season. Yeah. That makes sense. There were quite a few good games this season. Just a lot of unbelievable plays like that Raiders-Patriots game ending. I watched that live on Twitch. My reaction's somewhere. I'll have to go find it. That's pretty crazy. As Huntley gonna roll right side. The exact same play for the third time in a row. This is the great play calling of Greg Roman. Knew you were gonna lose that game, yeah. Packers didn't deserve to win, but I'm glad we won. Played a game, sucks so badly. When I used to play it was a ton. Was scoring about 30-35 points a game. Lost 17-8 the final, yeah. I think I only ended up scoring like 14 points. It was like Browns-Steelers. I think it's funny how you could have two AFC teams in the Super Bowl. That made it so much more enjoyable. Huntley going to go to the end zone. It is intercepted, but in the back of the end zone. Out of bounds, incomplete. So we've got one final play here. Can the Ravens score a touchdown? Or not? And of course, stick around. I'm going to be streaming another game immediately after this. We're going to be doing the Bills and the Bengals. So give me about 5 minutes to get everything set up on my end. Get my title, description, tags, and thumbnail. And we will go ahead and kick that off right next. As Huntley looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. It is caught by DeMarcus Robinson. To play Retro Bowl. I used to play that a ton freshman year, so that was, what, 2 years ago? I used to play that game quite a bit, but I haven't in a while. I know that game's been updated quite a bit. Packers Patriots this season, that game should have went to OT. It was a great game. Yeah, who was it that dropped that wide open touchdown? It was like in his hands and he just lost it. I also remember watching it. Get the jersey schedule right. What do you mean? Is there like a certain team that's got certain jerseys or something? Alright, 4 seconds remaining. The Steelers have won this game though, which is good for them. It was a well-deserved victory. As an onside kick here for the Ravens. Not sure why they even bother trying. It is scooped up with one hand from George Pickens. I like it. And with 1 second left, the Steelers will take one final knee. Retro Bowl is basically your channel. Oh, nice. That's awesome. But yeah, that game back in the day was a lot of fun. Quite enjoyable. Cannot lie. So 1 second left. We will take a knee. And Tomlin and the Steelers improving to 8-8 with a big run victory. It'll come down to Week 18 against the Browns at home. Will the Steelers be going to the playoffs? They still need some help. But who knows? Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning into this one. We got one more stream right around the corner, so stay tuned in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Go ahead and grab yourself a drink and a snack, and we'll be right back in 5.